Hey everybody, it is Nathan, Jess, Blake, and Sylvia with
Main Street Boxer also said, you might be a neurotypical if you think you can speak for, police, and advocate for a very diverse community that you know nothing about. And now
the dogs.
Nathan's let the dogs off the couch.
But that was snaps of yes. That was snaps of yes.
And to the dogs, they were like, that means I can get up, yes?
Yeah. Holly Molly. Ooh, it's a rhyme name. I like that. You might be neurotypical if you feel the need to arrange all of the furniture a couple of times a year.
What? Buzzin' Bin 21 says, you might be neurotypical if you constantly bombard your Instagram profiles with nothing but food posts.
I don't care what you eat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner every single day. That's funny. From Lourdes Downey, you might be neurotypical if you use strange metaphors and wording to describe something that would probably be quicker to say normally, or the fact that despite common saying, is false.
I was gonna say, it's raining cats and dogs is one of those, but it looks like you already have that on there.
Yeah, It is shorter to just say, hey, it's raining, than it is to say it's raining cats and dogs. It's more syllables.
I don't understand how that became an expression. Sometimes you can see that with other things. Another one that's really weird is when people say there's more than one way to skin a cat.
Yeah, where did that come
horrified.
from? What the hell is your problem?
Thomas Caswell, you may be a neurotypical if you make friends easily. Yeah, I think that could be... Yeah. I think that could be, like, the definition of friend, though. Yeah. It depends, though, because to Nathan, a stranger is a friend he hasn't met yet. Well, it's very weird.
I'm a strangely extroverted autistic.
Well, you'll say, oh, my friend, and I'm thinking, I've never met this person or heard you talk to them in the last 3 years that we've been together.
I know a lot of people. From Zero Zeppelin Productions... You might be neurotypical if you always give a firm handshake. You know, I actually...
Or you might be autistic and hate light touch.
Well, yeah, because I personally kind of like firm handshakes because I like the pressure on my hand. But, I mean, I can definitely see that. There is some kind of underlying social pressure to, like, squeeze people's hands.
I had a grown man almost break my hand the first time I met him because he just squeezed like he was trying to make me confess all my secrets. Dizzy Izzy. You might be neurotypical if you love making eye contact, or you say something that upsets someone you care about and have no idea why they got upset. But Dizzy Izzy amended that last one to say, this is what I noticed that neurotypicals don't do.
Okay. So the other way around, you know, sometimes...
Switch that, reverse it.
Yeah, sometimes it feels like autistics are kind of walking on eggshells when they're talking to neurotypicals, because if you do say something, they might get offended, but if you don't say it, they'll get offended.
There should be a you might be neurotypical if you don't make your mom cry every time you talk to her. You make your mom cry a lot.
I do. Okay, this is from Kieran. You might be neurotypical if you call people just to say hi. This has always been confusing to me, like, okay, hello, what now? Yeah, I mean...
Is that generational, though? Because, like, I thought that was an old people thing. Oh, the old days.
The old days of...
People were in your book, you just looked up their number and you called to check in.
And landlines.
You didn't have a Facebook feed telling you that they got married or had kids.
And you knew 3 numbers. Your mother, your best friend, and poison control.
Sailor spaghetti. A sailor made of spaghetti. That's a scary thought. You might be neurotypical if, when asking somebody how they're doing, you don't actually want to know the answer. You might be neurotypical if you only know one good way to sit.
There are so many good ways to sit. There's
and
right side up.
There are no good ways to sit.
There's upside down.
There are no... You might be neurotypical if you can't bring yourself to info dump about your favorite topics.
Oh, yes. Steffi 2007. You might be neurotypical if you get offended by a joke, phrase, or story told by an autistic person simply because you can't grasp the idea that some, possibly most, autistics do not have a filter. Neither of us have a filter, but like where my filter should be, I kind of have an amplifier.
Yeah, you feed off of it. Right. The Wacko Green Alien 1212. You might be neurotypical if you use mental illness and neurological differences as adjectives. Oh.
Like, oh gosh, I'm so OCD.
Yeah, or what are you autistic? That's just, don't characterize mental conditions as a trendy adjective for the moment.
Well, man, I got my autistic on today. You'll never be one of us. I know you want to be one of us because we're kind of geniuses, but you're not one of us. Unless you are one of us.
I feel like the only time you can say that is that sometimes we do say... well, if like for you, we'll sometimes say like, "Wow, you're a lot more autistic today.
Well,
what's going on?"
That's because I'm actually autistic. It's okay if you're actually autistic. You might be neurotypical if you smile at / touch random strangers for no reason.
The touching,
the light touch.
Why do strangers touch ever? Unless a stranger is falling off of the end of a bus, and you can reach out and grab their hand without putting yourself in danger of falling off.
Let's be real. That would probably still make you uncomfortable.
Yeah. Let me just pull out a handkerchief. Here you go.
Yeah, just touch the handkerchief. I know you're saving me, but just touch the handkerchief.
Excuse me, I need gloves. Neuroadequate.
Ooh.
Interesting.
I like that name.
If you own a store or place of shopping and find it necessary to blare loud music at all times, because apparently shopping needs a soundtrack, you might be neurotypical. I worked in retail for many years, and I was told that I had to turn the music up because it made people think they were at a party and they were jamming while they bought stuff they didn't need. Apparently.
Yeah.
They pay focus groups to tell them these things.
Yeah. I kind of like having light music in the background, but if it's
we were told to turn it up to make people think it was fun.
I don't like that. I don't like.
I know. Hot Topic is difficult for you.
This is from the Malachi and Aaliyah review channel. You might be neurotypical if eating the same thing for lunch and dinner every week drives you crazy, or if sitting in the house day after day is boring and you need to get out and have some adult conversation instead of fighting with a 5-year-old about why we should put on a jumper because it's cold and long sleeves are okay.
I don't know, though. My grandma is neurotypical, and she eats the same thing every day. Then again, she grew up with parents who lived through the Depression, so they were just like, food, it's here.
Or if not being restrained by a teacher for an hour to calm down because someone touched something that was a communal group product that you thought was yours. Yeah, sometimes, the teachers when I was younger weren't very clear about ownership. Or if watching Frozen for the millionth time in one day is driving you bonkers, but excited they're bringing out a number 2 because you might get to see something new.
Did my niece write this review? Because it sounds like something she'd do. Why do I have to wear a jumper? Why can't I wear the same thing all day?
They're making a second Frozen?
Oh, God, she's going to want to see it. And lastly, Christina D. says, if you like to talk about the weather or clothes shopping rather than in-depth world problems, you might be neurotypical. See above comments about small talk being the bane of existence.
Yeah, I can definitely understand that. Well, that's today's video. Thank you all for watching. If you liked this video, give it a like, a share, and if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel and check out some of my other stuff. And I will see you next week.